Hi, I'm Ice Team Pro Tim Moore from Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I'm going to talk to you today about some of the features on the Vexilar FLX-28, particularly the low power mode. When fishing in really shallow water with the units, the return signal is typically too strong for the unit to read, and you end up with a lot of surface clutter and the screen's really cluttered with signal. Now with units such as the FL8, you can cut that power with an S cable or a suppression cable. With the FLX-28, that low power mode is built in. So you can go from the normal power, which has a lot of clutter because we're in 4.1 feet of water now. You hit that low power mode, cuts that power down. So now you can see our bottom here. Looks like there's a little bit of maybe some weeds or fish in there. And that makes it so you can see what's going on down there, particularly when you drop your jig down. Otherwise, there would be so much clutter, you wouldn't be able to see your jig at all. Now, the thing with the low power mode is you're going to want to adjust your gain pretty high because your power is cut down. And you can see I've dropped my jig down. There's actually a fish coming up to it. Now the thing to remember with the shallow water is the reason you have to keep your gain so high when on the low power mode is because you want to be able to read as much out to the sides as possible, because your jig is, if it skids away from the transducer, it's obviously not going to get picked up in the signal. So you're not going to see your jig until you get a couple of feet down. That's just what happens when you're in shallow water. One thing you can sometimes do is lift your transducer up a little bit when you're in that low power mode, and just expect to get a little bit of surface clutter because your signal is going to hit the edges of the ice a little bit. But fishing in 10 feet of water or less, you're definitely going to want either the low power mode or the suppression cable on the FL8. And this feature is pretty unique to the Vexilar units. It's built into the FLX-28, and it's pretty priceless when you're fishing in 4.5 feet of water like we are today.